Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another YouTube video of mine. By the title of this video, y'all already know what we finna get into. Okay, another delicious vegan recipe. This time we're doing alfredo, my favorite. Okay, this recipe is super easy, super delicious, and super creamy. So if you're not vegan, you gotta try this recipe. You have to try this recipe. And if you are vegan, you're welcome. Okay. Starting off with the star of the show, of course, we're going to use cashews as our base for our alfredo sauce. Cashews do something, and they just, I don't know what they do, but it's a really great substitute for any type of like cheesy dairy base. You know, like nacho cheese, alfredo sauce, fucking anything with cheese if you want like that cheesiness. But like, of course, vegan / non-dairy, you're gonna want to use cashews as your base. So that's what we're using today. Okay, you're gonna boil your cashews for about 30 to 40 minutes, and they should be done right along with the roasted garlic that we're going to use in this recipe as well. Roasted garlic just makes it so much more delicious and so much more garlicky. So I'm going to take 2 cloves, 2 heads of garlic. I should add 3 low key. I'm going to take 2 and I'm going to cut off the tops and I'm going to put them in the oven and wrap them in foil paper for about 40 minutes on 410. And when it comes out of the oven, it should be nice and soft like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take some spaghetti noodles, thin spaghetti noodles. Please don't be like me. Okay, please get fettuccine alfredo noodles so that way it can be authentic to the alfredo recipe. But that's what I had on hand and I didn't feel like going to the grocery store. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take my sister's food processor. Okay. Oh, before I do that, obviously you want to salt the water for the pasta. Okay, so I'm gonna take my sister's food processor and I'm gonna take the roasted garlic and I'm gonna squeeze all of the garlic from the garlic head into the processor, and I'm going to put some cashews in there, the boiled cashews. The cashews should take about the same time it takes to finish the roasted garlic, so they should be done around the same time. And then I'm going to just process it up into the food processor. I had to do this in 2 batches, and then I added some water, of course, and that is what the consistency should look like for your cashew cream. So now I'm just going to add all of that back into the same pot that I used to boil the cashews because the issues. And then I'm just going to add some water to thinning that out. And now I'm going to start to season the cashew cream / the alfredo sauce. So I'm going to start off with some onion and garlic powder, of course, some black pepper, and some Italian seasoning, as well as half of the juice of a lemon. And what that's going to do is that's going to do something magical, and that's going to cancel out the taste of the cashews, so it's just gonna be left with like not the nuttiness flavor, but more so like the buttery flavor that the nuts leave, if that makes sense. Anyway, so I'm also going to add a pre-mixed seasoning which has onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and cayenne pepper. And then I'm going to add some Cajun seasoning, which both of these 2 seasonings have salt. And I like to add my salt at the end, so that's why I'm adding it last. So I'm just going to, mix it together, combine it, and that's what it looks like. Yes, delicious, creamy, yummy. Okay, so now I'm just going to drain my finished pasta, leaving a little bit of pasta water, of course, and then I'm going to, take what we just seasoned, and I'm going to put that and mix the alfredo sauce together with the noodles. And this is optional, but I'm going to do this as a way of like adding more salt / flavor. So I'm going to take some better than bouillon, no chicken broth, and I'm going to put it in the same pan that I used to mix up my cashew cream and some hot water. I'm just going to make that, because it comes concentrated, so you kind of got to make it into the broth. So I'm going to mix that together, and then of course I'm going to scrape the sides of the pan down just so get all of that extra goodness. and that's just gonna add a little bit of like some type of chickeny flavor into the alfredo. Just add some flavor, okay? Just add some flavor. But like I said, it's optional. Okay, and then I'm going to add in my nutritional yeast that also adds a delicious cheesy flavor into, vegan slash non-dairy dishes. And yeah, I'm just gonna fold that in there and I'm gonna taste test it. And this is where I'm just kind of going back and forth between adding more seasonings, taste testing it, stopping and tasting it, and then, adding seasonings to my liking, to what I feel that it needs. So I'm gonna add some nutritional yeast, some more salt. I'm gonna add some lawrys salt, and I'm gonna add some parsley and some Italian seasoning, as well as some garlic powder, because you could never have enough garlic, buddy. And I tasted it again, and it still was lacking some salt. So, I'm not gonna use all of my lawrys now, so I'm gonna go ahead and use some regular old pure sea salt, and I'm just gonna mix that in. And I tasted it again, and it still wasn't giving. So I was like, let me add some lawrys garlic salt. So that's what I did, and then I added a little bit of water to thin it out. Now I'm going to add some plant-based milk. Okay, I use coconut milk, but you can use any type of plant-based milk on hand. I recommend almond milk or cashew milk, of course, because we're using cashews here. So cashew milk or almond milk is what I recommend, but I'm just using coconut milk. That's what I have on hand. And no, the coconut taste of coconuts did not shine through to this recipe. It does not taste like coconuts at all. It just adds a nice creamy base to it, which is needed for alfredo. And then I also added some vegan parmesan off camera. I used about like half a container, so like about half a cup. And yeah, and that's about all for this recipe. Oh yeah, so I added some vegan butter, right? And when I tell you, okay, don't miss out on the fucking vegan butter, y'all. Okay, the vegan butter, when I tell you it gripped up all of the seasonings and all of the, like, it just married everything together and just made everything just taste so creamy and buttery and delicious, which is what you want for alfredo. Yeah, don't miss the fucking vegan alfredo, okay? So now you just see me plating the alfredo on a nice white plate for y'all, presentation or whatever. And I'm gonna take some parsley and just sprinkle some on top. And yeah, guys, that's all for this recipe. A few days later, I went ahead and I reheated it, of course, and I added some vegan parmesan on top and some parsley, and I paired it with some broccoli, some sauteed broccoli. So that's what it's giving here. Ooh, come on, close up. Yes. Get into it. Action shot. Period. So yeah, guys, that's literally all that I have for this recipe. Super, super simple. Super, super delicious. And like I said, if you are vegan, you're welcome. If you're not vegan, you're welcome. Because this shit is good. Okay, y'all? Anyway, I'll catch y'all in the next video. And don't forget to try it and like this video and subscribe to my channel. Okay? Period.